Morning. So basically, I'm going to answer the questions from Instagram and thought, because I've got so much time on my hands, why not do it in a video? I have got another video blog from before the British Champs that I've just not posted yet. I might still post it if I get decent feedback on this, if people enjoy it. So let's just get straight on into the questions. So, Harry Parvin, what's your plan with this year with training and competitions? Great question. So basically, training is as normal as I can. I'm throwing into a net a lot of the time, which is in my sort of workshop. Lifting's the same. I'm just going on to a new phase as if I would be competing still. And then we're going to hopefully, just to keep motivation up and things, we're going to hopefully plan a few virtual competitions and maybe some competition prep stuff and go from there, really. James Dodds _ what's your best lifts for squat, bench and deadlift? So I'd say that my bench is probably my worst lift. That's 1 rep max is around 195. I've not actually done it this year yet, which I reckon I'd probably break 200 now, which is decent. My squat is full depth 250. That's for 1, but I reckon I could probably do more now. And deadlift, I don't do a lot of deadlift, to be honest. More so just for speed and power. So Mitos Nikos, bench press and squat max. So again, the same as what I've just said. Luce Holmes, hi Lucy. If animals could talk, which species would be the rudest of them all? Good question. You've almost stumped me. Probably it'd have to be a monkey or something, wouldn't it? Or I don't know, a chimpanzee, or they're pretty. Or would it be like a gorilla? Because they're quite like, just like, leave me alone, get out my space, puffing the chest out on that. George Davies, oh yeah. How big is your Corey? I was going to think of something witty to say back to you, but I'm not even going to rise to that. George, thanks. Fabio Zamp 2020. Have you played rugby? If so, what position? I used to play rugby in school mainly. I used to play for a local club as well, and only for a couple of seasons. I used to play number 8, so I think I've put a bit of beef on, so I'd probably be more towards the front end of the scrum now, with what I weigh. So yeah, but I do love rugby. It's still a passion of mine. I still watch it. I still go and watch Newcastle Falcons and Sale Sharks and people like that. So yeah. Who are your biggest inspirations from TFT management? Good question. I've not really thought about it. I mean, I've always looked up to Ryan Whiting, Tom Walsh, and I had a chance to train with them in Arizona a couple of years ago, which was a hell of an experience. I think the biggest inspiration is probably Hoffer. I absolutely love his technique, and just how much power he produces from such a short guy, really. He's some boy. Linko89, what's it like having such a class big brother? Can't be easy. As you can tell, that's my brother. Well, yeah, I don't know what to say to you. Unfortunately, I think I'm the better brother, so yeah, let's just have an arm wrestle and call it evens or something. Charlotte Alice Rose, are you still training as if the competitions had come up? So yeah, as I said before with Harry's question, yeah, I'm still preparing as if it was a normal season, mainly just for my own my own mindset to keep me interested, to keep me motivated. I've been on a long strength phase this year anyway, so to keep going with that, I'd probably just get bored and see what happens. G. Currigan, hi Graham. How is it that you are such a complete weapon and claim to be so good at throwing heavy balls? Firstly, I don't claim to be good. I'm around average. But basically, I train to be better than Matty at everything. So yeah, that's the reason why I train so hard, is so that I can beat Matty, because Matty's just like a brute. NTSBFABHFSSABXDGB. He's sent 2 questions. I'm not reading that out again. It's a nice name. Body weight / height. So I'm 134 kilos as I've last weighed myself, and I'm 6'3", which I'm not sure what that is in centimeters actually. And opinions on how coaching impacts an athlete in general. Yeah, that's a good question. Coaches do a lot for athletes. I think it's important to have a coach, someone to always tap into, someone to always keep you motivated, my coach goes beyond what I'd say a normal coach does. We're really good friends, on and off the field, so I guess he does a lot for me, which makes a massive impact on what I'm doing, I think. He'd fill out forms for me if I needed to, or he gives me advice on things that aren't related to athletics, and yeah, he's just a generally good guy, really. Speaker Devil, his son Harley Wilson, 14. Will you and my dad do a bet soon? So, well, it depends if your dad's up for it, because after the whole tattoo. So basically, for those that don't know, we had a bet last year for me to throw 20 metres. It was around a month and a half, 2 months off the end of the season. And we bet each other. So I said that I'd throw 20. He said, all right, I'll go against you then. And we actually bet on an emoji tattoo, an inch square of the other person's choice. And I'm happy to say that I won. He's now got a horrendous tattoo, which is funny. But yeah, so I'm up for it, as long as your dad doesn't do some stupid one-sided bets like he's been talking about. Liam Joseph Shaw, do you plan on throwing at the next Cork City Games? Yeah, I always love Cork. The Murphys is good. The Guinness is good. But yeah, on a serious note, it's a great competition. It's run really well, and it's a really good field usually. So that's usually in my plans to do the Cork City Games. But obviously with the coronavirus and things, it just depends if it fits in the schedule this year. And if we actually get a season at all this year, I'm staying positive that we will get something at the back end. But you just never know, do you? So as for this year, I don't really know at the moment, but probably again in the future, and maybe next year, yes. Nadie K94, how do you warm up at competitions? How many throws do you do during warm up? So I always keep the warm up the same in competitions as I do in training. So I always do the same routine. Quite a bit of mobility stuff. And how many throws do you do? So I'll do if I had the ideal world, it'd be a fixed foot stand, a reverse stand, a half turn, and maybe 2 full throws, and then straight into the competition. Otherwise, I find I usually do a nice throwing warm up, and then game over. Oh, Sophie McKenna, oh great. What's she asking? It'll be How many times has Sophie's dad measured your throws? So Sophie's dad has never measured my throws. Not like not like what he does with yours. So he measures all of your throws down south that make you throw further. Basically, for those of you that don't know, we've got a bit of an inside joke that Sophie always throws well down in her own track, and I always say that her dad measures, and it's become like a bit of a inside joke. How many years will it take you to be as successful as Sophie McKenna? As you can guess, that's Sophie again. I mean, counting 2020, I've got a British title. I'm not too sure what you've won this year. But we'll move on. But yeah, she is a good athlete, to be fair. Why do you listen to Disney and High School Musical songs off your phone in your car? And that's from David Todd, my training partner. Basically, because I'm driving, I don't get the choice of what's on the radio or I just put Spotify on my phone, and David's always like throwing a little tantrum, stamping his feet and stuff, saying, "Oh, why can't we listen to High School Musical 3 today? I love Zac Efron." So I just have to give him it before he like gets in tears and gets upset and stuff. David Todd again, and reading that out. Yeah, we'll move on from that one. That's just not right. David Todd again. Must have been as bored as what I am. So, why is the word short longer than the word long? Basically, I think it's because you're quite short and your legs are quite stumpy. So, that's probably something to do with it. Laura Constance, how many eggs do you eat in a typical day? This is a good question. I'm not a massive fan of eggs. It's coming up to Easter though, however, and cream eggs are probably my biggest weakness. So cream eggs, I'd say at least one a day. But no, real eggs, probably 3 or 4 a week, if that. Charlotte A91. Did you ever finish your vlog from the British Champs? Yes, I did, and if I get good feedback on this video, I will post it and let everybody see what it's like. I mean, it's absolutely horrendous. No one's probably going to watch it, but hopefully the more I do it, the better it's going to become. I have got another idea in my head of another vlog that I'm on with as well, so I've actually started that one, and hopefully posting it in the next few weeks. Right, last question. Greenland, 1982. He's a good guy. How can we attract more people into throws of all ages? That is another great question. Basically, I think by getting them motivated to throw and getting them into throwing firstly. I think so. My coach and I my coach organises it all. I'm just basically a guest. A throws academy called Valhalla Throws, and the amount of feedback we've got positive is incredible. The kids absolutely love it. They all thrive to come back. They all message me after to let me know how they're getting on, and most of them have improved. I'd be shocked if none of them didn't. But I think things like that, just getting throwing accessible for a lot of younger ages. And then I think obviously there's a big problem with media. We don't get as much coverage, but hopefully that'll change in the next, season or two, as obviously women's shot putting in the UK is pretty red hot at the moment. We've got two girls at the moment that are up there in the world rankings, in Sophie and Amelia, and then hopefully a few up and coming in the men's and myself. So hopefully we can all push on, make it more accessible. And also I think personally, we need to think outside the box, like in places like Germany, where they set up competitions specifically for shot putting, whether it be in the middle of the street, or I think we need to start and do that. It's not hard to do, I don't think. It wouldn't take much planning and the interest would be big, so it just gets people interested in the sport. because we don't get a lot of coverage on TV, we need to try and broadcast it to as many people as possible. So yeah, I think that'd be a good starting point. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to end there because I don't want to bore you too much, but thank you for all your questions. If you enjoy doing this, I can do it more often because I've got far too much time on my hands. But as for now, I think it's time I go and get fed up and yeah, get out training because I've got a throwing day today. So I'm excited. Throwing's going pretty well at the moment. I had a throwing session outside the other day and threw a training PB, so that's not bad for makeshift circle. So yeah, thanks for watching. If anybody has actually watched it, probably about 3 people, and it'll all be like my mum and dad. But who cares? Give me something to do. So thanks for watching. Catch you soon.